What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Wednesday to everybody watching this on upload date. I just want to go over a couple things that I read in the news today, and then we can talk about the upcoming schedule of events. So the Asgardian Loki Chase and the Asgard Divide has just started. You can see here we are on day one. Just picked it up. Keep in mind that we can hold off getting the champion for better opportunities to cash them in for points. For example, you can cash them in during C or maybe a champion chase. The upcoming weekend, we actually don't have a champion chase as was expected. Instead, we do have this Asgardian Path. So this Asgardian Path will consist of getting 6-star legendary artifact and accessories. We can only imagine that it's probably, I hope it's actually going to be the pinpoint set. That'd be kind of cool, but if they're going to give us more stone skin protection like they did last time, that's cool too. But it seems like, we kind of had that itch scratched by Plarium with their recent Hydra Clash threshold update, which is super cool, by the way. Gives you a nice chunk of accessories for just participating, of course. But for this event, it's summon souls, get champions, and collect artifacts and accessories to earn the coins necessary to unlock rewards. So basically, it's going to be pulling souls, pulling shards, and dungeon diving. So that's actually a good thing because considering they have a Fire Knight turn attack situated right with the path, so you can farm Fire Knight while you're getting points. Obviously, pulling souls and pulling stones will probably be the most effective way of completing the path. Also, keep in mind if you guys are going to go crazy on the new event dungeon, which is right here, you guys can save all that energy and do it during the Asgardian Path. Keep in mind that there likely, in my opinion, be some kind of boost for this dungeon. I would imagine maybe a 3x for pinpoint at some point in the next couple weeks, or while this event is still active, of course. So I would maybe hold out for that, although nothing is guaranteed. Also, something else that lines up really well with the Asgardian Path for this weekend is just from Plarium. They just announced that on Friday, August 23rd, they will be launching 2x event for summoning epic, legendary, and mythical champions from Primal shards. So here we go, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. Summon the Primal shards for double chance to get mythical champions. So 0.5% going to go to 1%, and legendaries are going to go from 1 to 2%. This is really, really good value for the Primal shards, and basically what people should be holding their Primal shards for. Plarium, like I said, is giving us an event to go with that really nice event, and it is this Asgardian Path. So you definitely want to pull your Primal Shards during the Asgardian Path event, and then you'll pick up some sweet legendary 6-star gear. Like I said, hopefully it's going to be from the Pinpoint set, which is a good set, and it's going to be pretty hard to complete a set based on the testing and the gear drops that we've seen from the test server. But that's some pretty big news there on that front. So lastly, we do want to discuss some news that I saw in the recent news feed. So we know that the participate in the Loki Chase loyalty reward will give us Loki. That's great. It's already happening right now. Keep in mind that there's a phase 2, of course. It's going to be 14 days for phase 1 and then 14 days for phase 2. Phase 2, you get the 5-star soul. Super good. Actually really good. Plarium did good with that Loki free Loki reward program. After that, we have recruit Thor Feyhammer via upcoming fusion. So as people were speculating Thor would be the next fusion, and that's kind of why we haven't really seen any kind of coverage on his kit or anything like that. So Thor is part of the upcoming fusion event. I assume it will start either next week or the week after next week. But my guess is next week will probably be a champion chase, and then the week after will be a summon rush, and then that would probably be the Thor then. I would be slightly surprised if Thor Fusion would start next week. But it's cool that we know Thor will be acquired through a fusion. He looks pretty good from the videos that we've seen him in. I did see him, basically land some debuffs. I think he has a decreased speed in his kit. He does ignore unkillable and block damage, so he's kind of good. Like they all kind of have, like him and Loki actually have kind of a kit that kind of counters Odin. kind of interesting. But Thor, we know, is going to be a magic-based attack champion. He has decent attack stats, decent stats all around. But yeah, we haven't seen his kit yet, so we can only speculate. But it's nice to see that he will be, at least acquirable for people ready for fusion. So get ready for that if you guys are looking out for Thor. After that, here is the other big bit of news that I actually love to see: recruit Freyja Fate Weaver via a dedicated Deck of Fate event and various summon events. So obviously, summon events they're going to have 10x, 15x, whatever. And Freyja and all of these Asgardian champions will be part of the summon pool after this is all done. So we don't have to worry about only about these champions leaving the pool at the end of this event or whatever. They're just going to be there. But being able to get Freyja guaranteed, she's going to be basically a guaranteed champion if you can complete the Deck of Fate, which is very much a all or nothing type of event. Very, in some rare cases, you can get the legendary champion for slightly less than the full deck. But the odds are stacked up against you. More than likely, you'll probably have to get every single card in the Deck of Fate to get Freyja. But to have her be a fully, basically guaranteed champion, that is a really nice thing to see. And that means we can get Thor, we can get Freyja, we can get Loki, basically all acquirable. It's not through shards. Shards is all random. The other things you can prepare for. So having the access to all three of these champions is actually really good, and I'm actually excited for it. Freyja is actually a really really good champion based on her kit. It's really really good to see. It's a lot different than the whole Monster Hunter thing, which was freaking ridiculous because they try to capitalize so much on like the the hunter, the RN archer, sorry, the archer. The archer event was ridiculous. Fatalis was ridiculous. And yeah, it was just not fun to do the Monster Hunter stuff, but this looks promising. Afterwards, the Odin's going to be coming from the Chase tournament. I assume it's going to be winner take all, and then obviously he'll come in various sharp events. And then they talk about his new dungeon. If you guys haven't checked out his new dungeon, make sure you guys check out the video I dropped yesterday on the very free to play team that can handle this 100% consistency. Keep in mind that you guys don't need to farm the top level of difficulty. The 5-star and 6-star gear starts dropping at stage 20, and 20 is much more manageable than 30 with a wide range of teams. So yeah, that's gonna be the bit of news there. On that front, all the Asgardian champions will be part of the Barbarian faction, and they should be in game. Yes, they are in game right now, so you can get to see Loki. They're all in the index right now. Freyja is the one that I'm very, very interested in. Oh, actually, did they provide Thor yet? They didn't show Thor yet. Odin is here. Where's Magic Base? Yeah, they didn't show Thor yet. How interesting, right? But anyways, Thor's going to be part of the next fusion. We don't know his full kit yet, but we can speculate. We already know his base stats, and he's a magic-based attacker. But I'm actually really interested in Freyja. Freyja has a very, very solid kit. I'll be doing a showcase on her soon, probably with the news of her coming Deck of Fate. But yeah, Freyja is a very interesting champion. Definitely very good. Thor also looks pretty decent as well. Looking forward to those champions. Barbarian, the Barbarian faction looks pretty crowded right now. But it is what it is. Better than them adding a brand new faction and messing up with the whole faction wars thing. That's another video in itself. The whole faction wars thing. Back in the day, Lydia used to be. We used to only have to complete up to the dwarves. Now you have to do Shadowkin, Sylvan Watcher, and one more in the future. We don't know when this is happening, but obviously it's gonna happen eventually. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So, like I said, big news: 2x Mythical event coming this weekend, paired with a deck of paired with the Hero's Path for some 6-star gear. We don't know if it's pinpoint. Most likely, it's gonna be pinpoint. And now we know that Freyja will be a guaranteed for the Deck of Fate. Thor will be part of the next fusion. So super kind of stoked to see those. You can definitely prepare for them, knowing the knowledge a little bit beforehand. So anyways, thanks for watching to the end, guys. Appreciate your time. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.